comes to us from Florence, Italy. Here is Leonard Bundu.
Really working the body as well. Don't go head hunting it. So body shot.
Gung ho as the heads coming together again. See, Bundu's just there's been a big impression in this little exchange. Bundu's come here with their own tactics. I think he's using up so much steam, putting everything.
Very flashy, but it was really
A bit pacing this. I think maybe he's around. Bundu is hunting this fellow.
touch his eyes.
See, he sees little three-punch coming.
And made it a very different fight. And again, raining and retreating Bundu.
Up again,
Real good quality. You don't usually think of.
He's given everything, Bundu, doesn't he? So
Again, coming in from Bundu. A strong finish from the last 35 seconds. Once again, and again. And he may go. There he is. 15 seconds to go. And he's in terrible trouble there. And Bundu goes for the finish and he stops it with 8.
And still undefeated, and still the European welterweight champion, Leonard Bundu. Introducing Abner Mares.
Mares immediately going to the body. But stylistically, Mares has, I think, the same way. 10 for the final round.
Showtime's heating up the holidays with a scorching hot Friday night, kicked off with Nas' Time Is Illmatic.
Illmatic is one of those transformative moments in hip-hop.
And I'm amped up. This ain't about just music. I was here. This was me. This was what it was about for me.
Followed by the American Dream, Eris Landy Lara, taking on Ishe Smith in a light middleweight title fight. Nas, Time Is Illmatic, followed by Lara vs. Smith, tonight starting at 9/8 Central, only on Showtime.
And here we go.
It's time to pick fight winners and win big with Show Streak. Go to showstreak.com and pick who you think will win the upcoming bouts on Showtime Boxing. Rack up wins and watch your streak grow. Take a loss and rebuild your streak from zero. The bigger the streak, the bigger the prizes. Hit 50 in a row and you're eligible for the grand prize. A trip for 2 plus tickets to a Showtime pay-per-view event. Get your streak on. Go to showstreak.com to register, then pick and play to win big.
The first name in news magazines is now the last word in sports, with stories that matter.
He's always been my coach. I'll be indebted to him forever for that.
When people see that stopwatch, they know they're one tick away from great storytelling.
57,000 people, I picked the seat that no one was in.
There's a beauty and a simplicity to 60-minute storytelling that has stood the test of time.
60 Minute Sports, all new Tuesday, January 6th at 10, only on Showtime and Showtime Anytime.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs.
When I'm going to ring, I'm looking for knockout.
The Man of Steel, Superman.
2013 Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year, Superman.
One of the most exciting fighters in the sport.
Le champion.
He's going to be one of the big superstars in boxing.
looking at the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas, the fight capital of the world. Only the best fighters, the biggest fights happen at the MGM Grand, and Showtime Championship Boxing's got another big one for you Saturday night. Live look now inside the Grand Garden Arena here at the MGM Grand. The fans, you can see, well, they want a glimpse at some of their favorite fighters who are getting ready to step on the scale. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Custer for SHO Sports Press Pass Live. Special hello to all of you watching on the web, the CBS Sports Network, and the Showtime Extreme. Welcome to the stage here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, where in just a few moments, we're going to get this weigh-in started for what is a stacked card that comes your way tomorrow night. Starting things off, you're going to see the undefeated junior middleweight Jermall Charlo. He's going to step into the ring against Lenny Bottai. You'll see the former featherweight champion of the world, Abner Mares. He takes on Jose Ramirez, and that's not it. You're going to see the undefeated welterweight Keith "One-Time" Thurman and his knockout power as he takes on Leonard Bundu. But in the main event, it's that really highly anticipated welterweight showdown between the former champ, Devon and the British star Amir. The winner of that fight, well, huge implications because they could possibly be an opponent for the pound-for-pound king in boxing, Floyd Mayweather, next year. A lot riding on the line for that fight. All the fighters are here. Let's get this weigh-in started. I'm going to pass things over to my Showtime colleague, the always classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here in Las Vegas. We are ready for the official weigh-in for our big fight card coming your way tomorrow night, brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Showtime. Sponsored by Corona, La Cerveza Más Fina, AT&T, mobilizing your world, Mexico, Live It to Believe It, and Casa Noble Tequila, single estate grown premium tequila. Our opening bout, ladies and gentlemen, on Showtime Championship Boxing features 12 rounds of action for the IBF Junior Middleweight World Title Eliminator.
Making his way to the stage, Lenny Bottai. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he makes his way to the stage. Make some noise for Jermall Charlo.
Well, there you see Jermall Charlo, 19-0, 15 of his wins have come by knockout. He's 24. He's got the twin, Jermall, who you'll see on Showtime Extreme tomorrow night. This is a huge fight for him because the winner of this fight.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite first to the scale, record of 22-2. The IBF number 9 ranked world contender from Livorno, Italy, introducing Lenny Bottai.
Winner of this fight becomes the IBF mandatory challenger.
168 pounds is the weight limit on this fight. Excuse me, 154 would be the junior middleweight limit on this fight, 154. And Lenny Bottai weighs in right at the limit of 154 pounds.
Lenny Bottai's 37, making his U.S. debut.
With a record of 19 wins, no losses, with 15 knockouts, including 13 knockouts in a row. He's ranked the IBF number 4 world contender from Houston. Here is Jermall Charlo. 154 pounds for Jermall Charlo, same weight as his opponent, 154 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, who you got tomorrow? Lenny Bottai.
Both men make weight.
Jermall Charlo.
Again, the winner of this fight becomes the IBF mandatory challenger, the number 1 slot. It's vacant. The current IBF champ, 41-year-old Cornelius K9 Bundridge, as many people think he's vulnerable. So it's a huge fight, not only for Charlo, but for Bottai as well. Bottai making his U.S. debut, fighting outside his native Italy for the first time. Big step up in competition for Bottai. In fact, Bottai's won 7 fights in a row since his last loss. That didn't come, last loss October of 2011 as these guys stare down.
There we are, ladies and gentlemen, opens up our show on Showtime Championship Boxing, 12 rounds, IBF Junior Middleweight title eliminator, Lenny Bottai, Jermall Charlo.
Big opportunity for Charlo. You might remember back in March, he was scheduled to fight for the IBF Junior Middleweight title against Carlos Molina, and Molina was arrested Tuesday, the week of Tuesday before the fight. So he never got that opportunity. So now this would put him in place to fight for the title again if he's victorious. They will open things up Saturday night.
Ready to weigh in our next attraction. Once again, brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Showtime. Sponsored by Corona, AT&T, Mexico, Live It to Believe It, and Casa Noble Tequila. At this time, we present the weigh-in for a featherweight special attraction, scheduled 10 rounds of boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, representando Mazatlan, Mexico, Jose Ramirez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. De Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Abner Mares.
Here's a look at Abner Mares.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this time we're ready to bring our fighters onto the scale. First, we have a fighter with 15 knockouts in his 24 victories. He's a former WBO International Featherweight Champion from Mexicali, Jose Negro Ramirez. Weight limit on this fight is 128 pounds. That would be the limit, +1. Jose Negro Ramirez, first weight is 131 pounds, 131. He is over the limit.
He's
we'll
over
get
the
back
limit.
to you in regards to the details of this fight and the weight for Negro Ramirez. And at this time, we invite up to the scale from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the former bantamweight, super bantamweight, and featherweight champion of the world, WBC #1 featherweight, Abner Mares. Abner Mares weighs in at 127 pounds.
So Abner Mares comes in on weight. In fact, a pound under. Ramirez comes in over. And Abner Mares, boy, talking about someone who rose to superstardom. He's fought world champions in 6 consecutive fights, beat them all, won world titles in 3 different weight divisions, did it all in the span of 2.5 years. Unbelievable run for Abner Mares, and then, of course, he got knocked out in the first round by Johnny Gonzalez. That was back in August of 2013. Got back into the ring against Jonathan Oquendo. That was in July of this year, won a unanimous decision in 10 rounds. Some said he looked lackluster. He's changed trainers. He was fighting for the Oquendo fight with Virgil Hunter. He's now back to his old trainer in Clemente Medina. He says the old Abner Mares is back, and you will see him Saturday night, is what he says. Mares is expecting big things. In fact, he said if he wins this fight, he wants a rematch, first off, with Johnny Gonzalez, and then he says he wants to fight Leo Santa Cruz. Would that be an all-action fight as these two prepare to face off?
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, featherweight to the ring, Abner Mares, Jose Negro Ramirez. And we'll get back to you in regards to Negro Ramirez and his weight. He has 1 hour in order to lose those 2 pounds to be in the weight limit. So Negro Ramirez will return to weigh in again. His weight announced earlier is unofficial. His official weight will be announced when he returns in 1 hour. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for the weigh-in for the WBA Interim Welterweight Championship. Scheduled 12 rounds of boxing, brought to you in association with DeBella Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, he makes his way to the stage. The undefeated Leonard Bundu. And now, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the undefeated Keith Thurman.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to bring our fighters into the scale for the WBA Interim Welterweight Championship. First, ladies and gentlemen, undefeated in 33 pro bouts from Florence, Italy, the WBA number 4 welterweight Leonard the Lion Bundu. Leonard Bundu weighs in at 146.5 pounds. 146.5 for Leonard the Lion Bundu. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, the knockout artist with a record of 23 wins, no losses, 1 no decision with 21 knockouts from Clearwater, Florida. Here is the undefeated WBA Interim Welterweight Champion, Keith One-Time Thurman. Keith Thurman weighs in at a ready 146 pounds. 146 for Keith One-Time Thurman.
Okay, you're good. All right, both men make weight. Keith Thurman a pound under, Bundu a half a pound under. You know, Bundu is 40 years old. He's a 9-year pro, but you know, he made his pro debut at the age of 30. He was an amateur for 14 years. Represented Italy in the 2000 Olympics. First time for him fighting here in the States. 30 of his fights have taken place in Italy. Huge step up in competition for him. And what can you say about Keith One-Time Thurman? What kind of knockout power he has. A 91% knockout percentage. It's the highest of all the welterweights in the top 10. It's 5th in all the ring-rated fighters. That's the kind of power Keith One-Time Thurman has, and why a number of people consider him the most dangerous man in the welterweight division. Started his career 9 straight first-round knockouts. He has 10 first-round knockouts in his career. Keep in mind, he's been rehabbing his shoulder, a strained labrum in his left shoulder. He says it's fine now. As these two get ready to face off.
Make some noise, MGM!
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, world top welterweights. Keith One-Time Thurman, Leonard the Lion Bundu.
You see, in just a few moments, We're going to interview Keith One-Time Thurman. What a year he's had. You go back to July of 2013. He knocked out Diego Chavez. In December of 2013, he took out Jesus Soto Carras. And then back in April of this year, he knocked out Julio Diaz in just the 4th round. It's why he is, many consider one of the most exciting fighters in that welterweight division. And considering the power he has, why he's probably one of the most avoided men in that welterweight division. And joining me now is one-time Keith Thurman. Saw you talking to your opponent. What were you saying to him, Keith?
I was just talking about the song, You here, we here, it's here, let's go.
First time for him fighting in the States.
Yes, sir.
What do you expect from him, and what should we expect then Saturday night from you?
You guys are watching 2 undefeated fighters at a world-class level going at it. So you should expect a terrific fight. It's going to be a great test for me in my career, but I'm looking forward to it. We've had a hard training camp, and my motto, KO for life, baby. It ain't going the whole 12 rounds.
That's why you call yourself one time, I assume.
That's right, man.
All right, huge implications. A number of people think the winner of your fight, or even the winner of Devon Alexander, could be in the running for Floyd Mayweather Jr. Is that a fight you would like next?
That's right, baby. Floyd is supposed to be TBE, and I want to fight the best. I want to fight the man. It ain't like Floyd's going to knock me out. When has Floyd knocked anybody out in the past several years? Huh? So if anybody should be scared, it should be him. If anything I'm going to get a great learning experience in my career. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to destroying Mr. Floyd Money Mayweather. I have a motto. This is my personal motto. It's called burn money. Burn money. 2015, we getting ready to burn money.
Wow. Obviously, that's the ultimate to face Floyd Mayweather. I heard there was some talk that maybe even Marcos Maidana that you could face next. Would that be a fight you would entertain?
No, you don't want to see Marcos? Who wants to see Marcos? Who wants to see Floyd? So there you go, man.
Keith One-Time Thurman, best of luck to you Saturday night.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's pass things over to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Well, fans, we are ready to weigh in our featured bout of the evening here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Showtime, sponsored by Corona, La Cerveza Más Fina, AT&T, mobilizing your world, Mexico, live it to believe it, and Casa Noble Tequila, single estate grown premium tequila. All right, fans, here we go. It's time to bring out our fighters for the main event. 12 rounds for the WBC Silver Welterweight Championship.
He makes his way to the stage from St. Louis, Missouri. Make some noise for Devon, the Great Alexander. His opponent, making his way to the stage from Bolton, UK, the one and only Amir King Khan. UK!
All right, fans, here we go. It's time to bring our fighters to the scale. 12 rounds for the WBC Silver Welterweight Championship. First to the scale, IBF number 3 ranked world welterweight. With a record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He has 14 knockouts. From St. Louis, Missouri, the 2-weight division champion of the world, Devon Alexander the Great.
147.
Devon Alexander weighs in right at the limit of 147 pounds. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent with a record of 29 wins, 3 losses, 19 knockouts from Bolton, Lancashire, England, the WBC #1 contender, the silver champion, the former unified world champion, Amir King Khan. Amir Khan weighs in at 147 pounds.
Well, both men make weight right there at the 147 limit. Amir Khan, 28 years old, 9-year pro. You almost forget he was an Olympian back in 2004, a silver medalist. He was 17 when he won that medal. In fact, when he won that medal, he was the youngest British boxer to win an Olympic medal. One of the country's most popular fighters. And then Devon Alexander, former IBF welterweight world champion. Believe it or not, has never fought in Las Vegas. All the big fights he's been in, Sean Porter, Marcos Maidana, Tim Bradley, Lucas Matisse. This will be his first time fighting here in Las Vegas. This was a fight, you might remember, that was supposed to happen last December. Khan pulled out of the fight because he thought he was going to fight Floyd Mayweather as these two face off. As you see, an intense face-off between these two. Again, this was a fight that was supposed to happen last year, but Amir Khan had pulled out of the fight because he thought he was going to end up fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr. It did not happen, but a year later, here we are. Amir Khan taking on Devon Alexander. And joining me now is Amir Khan. All right, this was a fight that really was supposed to happen a year ago. It didn't happen. Give me your thoughts now on what should we expect when you take on Devon Alexander tomorrow night.
Well, it's going to be a great fight. You know, it's time now. It didn't happen last year. It's happening now. And, you know, I'm in America. I mean, I got more fans than Devon and him being from America. You know, I'm a UK fighter coming to America and taking over, man. And I just want to thank all my fans, everyone from Britain who flew over to see me fight here. I want to thank them all. But you know what? It's going to be an electrifying fight. You know, it's going to be a good fight. We've got speed, power, explosiveness. We've got movement in there. It's going to be one not to be missed.
All right. Do you think, with the win, you've been down this road before, that Floyd Mayweather will choose you as his next opponent if you're victorious?
Well, you know, I'm not looking past this fight. You know, I'm focused on Devon. I'm going to beat Devon in good fashion, good style, and just see what happens, what comes off that good win. You know, I'm not going to be chasing. I'm just going to, you know, keep nice and calm. And if that Floyd fight happens, it happens. I know I'm touching distance away from it. There's a lot of talk about it happening, but my whole focus is on this one fight against Devon.
Amir Khan, best of luck to you tomorrow night. Amir Khan is, by the way, going to be wearing some shorts, 24 karat gold around the waistband. They cost like $50,000. All right, let's talk to his opponent. He's the former welterweight champion, Devon Alexander. You just heard Amir Khan. He just basically said he's going to beat you and do it in nice fashion. Give me your thoughts on facing him.
Well, I expect him to say he's going to win. He's supposed to say that, but in his heart, he know I'm finna come to beat him. He in his brain, in his mind, he already beat.
Is there any animosity because he was supposed to fight you last year? He pulled out because he thought he was going to fight Floyd.
My point exactly. He know that I'm a threat. That should tell you. If he was supposed to fight Floyd, he didn't want to fight me because he thought he was going to get beat. That's why he pulled out. So I'm ready. This is the perfect time. I'm ready.
Lastly, you said this fight is huge and very important to you. You're from St. Louis. In light of everything that's going on there in St. Louis and Ferguson, how important not only is this fight to you, but to that region?
Well, every fight is important, but this fight is definitely important because of the stuff that's going around the world, Ferguson in particular. So I need to go to work. I need to win this for Ferguson in St. Louis. So, because they expected me to win, they want it because they won too if I win. So right. I'm gonna be ready.
Best of luck to you, Devon the Great Alexander. Folks, I'm telling you, we've heard a lot of the talk. The only thing that is left is the fight, and of course you can see it. It all comes your way. They're calling it a royal battle. Khan versus Alexander tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, live on Showtime. Want to remind you, tonight, folks, a Showtime Boxing Special Edition. Erislandy Lara taking on SHO Smith. It comes your way 10:15 Eastern, live tonight from San Antonio. Our very own Steve Farhood, by the way, is going to interview the pound-for-pound king in boxing, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Listen, you've heard a number of these guys fight up here on the stage. They say they want to fight him. Does Floyd want to fight Amir Khan? Does he want to fight Keith Thurman? Does he want to fight Devon Alexander? Steve Farhood is going to ask him those questions. You will hear it tonight, 10:15. You do not want to miss it. By the way, Lara's super welterweight title is on the line. Also, Superman returns. Adonis Stevenson, he's going to defend his light heavyweight title against Dmitry Zubkovsky. It comes your way December 19th on Showtime Championship Boxing. Folks, if you want to join in on the conversation for tomorrow night's fight, all you got to do is get on social media. Make sure you use the hashtag ConAlexander. And for all the latest updates, make sure you go to our website at show.com/sports. Well, that's going to do it. The only thing left is the fight. I'm Brian Custer. Thanks for watching here from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Showtime's heating up the holidays with a scorching hot Friday night, kicked off with Nas' Time Is Illmatic.
Illmatic is one of those transformative moments in hip-hop. And I'm amped up. This ain't about just music. I was here. This was me. This was what it was about for me.
Followed by the American Dream, Erislandy Lara, taking on SHO Smith in a light middleweight title fight. Nas, Time Is Illmatic, followed by Lara versus Smith, tonight starting at 9/8 Central, only on Showtime.
And here we go.
It's time to pick fight winners and win big with Show Streak. Go to showstreak.com and pick who you think will win the upcoming bouts on Showtime Boxing. Rack up wins and watch your streak grow. Take a loss and rebuild your streak from zero. The bigger the streak, the bigger the prizes. Hit 50 in a row and you're eligible for the grand prize. A trip for two plus tickets to a Showtime pay-per-view event. Get your streak on. Go to showstreak.com to register, then pick and play to win big.
The first name in news magazines is now the last word in sports, with stories that matter.
He's always been my coach. I'll be indebted to him forever for that.
When people see that stopwatch, they know they're one tick away from great storytelling.
57,000 people, I picked the seat that no one was in.
There's a beauty and a simplicity to 60-minute storytelling that has stood the test of time.
60-Minute Sports, all new Tuesday, January 6th at 10, only on Showtime and Showtime Anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs.
When I'm going to ring, I'm looking for knockout.
The Man of Steel, Superman.
2013 Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year, Superman.
One of the most exciting fighters in the sport.
Le champion.
He's going to be one of the big superstars in boxing.